Hello, class. You're at week 8, which is the last week for this course. I know many of you probably have work to do for other finals, so we're going to jump right in. And what you're going to be doing this week is finishing your literature, responding to literature essay. Now, as I've always been saying, at this point, it's a good time to go back, reread the assignment instructions, make sure you're not missing anything or overlooking anything. This essay is due this Sunday, and it kind of functions as the final for this course. So your essay should be between 2 to 4 pages. That does not include the works cited page, so that's in addition to the works cited. You do need one outside source, which I'll cover in a little bit, how to find, in addition to the literary text that you chose last week and will be using for this essay. All right. Now, the learning objectives for this week. So you're going to, again, learn how to do literary analysis, and then you're going to learn how to revise and edit. So remember, that's the last stage of the writing process, and we've really focused throughout the different weeks in the course on the different stages, and now we're focusing on that final stage, which you'll do in the exercise that's due Thursday, and in some of the reading, the worksheet, and then, of course, you'll demonstrate that with our major essay. All right, kind of going hand in hand with that, learning to revise and edit is learning how to incorporate your teacher's feedback into your revisions. So again, Thursday's exercise is going to help you learn that skill. And then lastly, just learn about commas and semicolons with our grammar exercise. Last week, I just had you work on this discover phase for this essay, which means that this week we're going to start off with finding your outside source, reading that, and then we're going to move into taking your notes and organizing them, creating your outline. You'll draft, and then you'll end with revision, which will be another big area that we're talking about. Now, before we get into it, here's the breakdown of time this week. Last week, we kind of split this in half. You did do your thesis sense, but you maybe didn't fully annotate your literary work. Maybe some of you did or didn't. So imagine that you probably are going to be spending close to 5 hours, maybe a little more, to just wrap up this essay and finish it for this week. Now, I've always been giving you a biblical connection with these major essays, and for this literary response essay, think about the parables that Jesus told in the Bible. He taught using stories, and there's a little example of him doing some literary analysis on one of his parables with the story of the parable of the sower and the seed. So you can find that in Matthew 13 in verses 1 through 23. And what I would like you to do is read that section and go into our worksheet and just answer a couple of questions about what you think of Jesus's literary analysis. So you can go ahead and do that, but pause the video, come back, or just wait till the end. So you have 2 exercises due Thursday. The first is reflecting on past grades and comments. So you can find this in chapter 19 on page 318. And what I want you to do is basically go back and review all the feedback I gave you on the personal essay, your supporting a position with sources essay, the taking a stand essay, and then kind of summarize, all right, how can you take all that feedback and use it to make this essay your best essay in the course? Okay, so that's the goal of this assignment. Your reflection should be at least half a page, and you do need to use, proper paragraph structure, grammar, and your MLA formatting, okay? There's also an additional meeting your instructor kind of section in chapter 19 that I recommend you look at, which can really help you with this assignment. So even though we're not meeting face-to-face, a lot of the questions and tips that they give you in this little area can help you write this reflection. So the goal of this is that as you move forward at Multnomah, whatever comments your instructors give you on your work, you'll then learn how to take their feedback and improve on your future assignments, which will help you earn better grades overall as the course goes on. All right, then the last exercise is our grammar exercise, and you're going to be learning a little bit more about comma usage and also about semicolons. So if you go into chapter 37, you'll be doing the exercises for part 28.1 and 30.1. All right, when you finish these exercises and the worksheet activities, go ahead and move on to part 2 and get a good start on your responding to literature assignment for this week.